What am I singing? Everybody, what is up? It is January 4th, Monday, and today was the first day back from school and normal life routine after Christmas break. I was supposed to start school today. That did not quite happen, so I'll be doing that tomorrow. And so yeah, I did some other things today. And I now have to do my vocal warm-ups. It's late already. It's like 7:30, I think. So I'm going to do a quick vocal warm-up, and then I have to choose a song to do a cover of for next week. So let's get into that. Mama made me mash my M&M. Mama, 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 mama. My phone's on 2%, so let's see how this goes. There's a list of songs that I want to do covers of, possibly at some point. I had the list in my phone, but I wrote it down real quick because I have to use my phone to film. This is only the second cover of the year, so it's got to be good. I'm gonna need to think about this. I need an easy friend. I need an easy friend. I do with that. Just stop you crying. It's a sign of the time. So here it is, the new ukulele. Yeah, wow, I hadn't done that before. Wow, that's a big difference. Okay, so yeah, and I think this one's just much prettier too. I like the little designs there. We can see those. Yep. And it's got strap attachments, so that's super cool because I want to be able to wear a strap if I'm going to be performing on stage. It's just easier. It's kind of hard to hold something, so yeah, super great. I love this strap too. Can we just take a minute? Like, I know my face isn't in it at this point. Look at this strap. This strap is so cute. I love it. I can't even remember the words. We went on the stairs. What? We passed. Is it past? Came? Past? Past? We passed. Yeah, that's it. We passed upon the stairs. Spoken wasn't when, although I wasn't there. This is fun. I'm gonna be done for now. My voice is exhausted. Peace out. Exhausted? Girl, we eat exhausted for breakfast. Let's get back to work. Although I wasn't there, I said I was his friend. Alright, so I finished practicing the cover a couple hours ago, and as you can tell, my voice feels a lot better now. It's not as rough and tired as it was sounding earlier. So I decided, I just have some time to chill, and so I'm going to put a couple hours in the studio and just work on some studio stuff. So we'll see what happens. Are you new to Instagram? And do you want more followers? You see all those super nice Instagram accounts with their perfectly edited photos and their thousands of followers. And you wonder, could that be me? Yes. Yes, it could. Now you may be thinking, but see, you only have 30 followers on Instagram. Why should we listen to you? I'm very glad you asked. I may only have 30 followers on my music account, but on my photography account, I have about 120. It's still not that much, but I know what I'm doing. I'm actually an award-winning photographer. I've won money and ribbons, and that's it. Photography award, photography award, photography award. And I've taken photography classes, so I do know what I'm doing. And today, I am going to teach you how to photo shoot like a pro. The first thing you need to do is plan out how the photo shoot is going to go. What's your goal for the photo shoot? What is the subject of the photo shoot? Where is it going to take place? What time are you going to take the photos? All this information you need to have. And then you can start gathering all the materials that you need and planning when you're going to do it. Now, a good photographer eliminates everything in the photo that doesn't have to do with the subject and the actual point of the photo. So if the subject of the photo is you and your beautiful self, then you don't want a bunch of props and other things distracting and taking away from your beautiful face. So that's an important tip to remember. Now, if you're going to do a good photo shoot, you're going to need some things. You will first need a camera or phone. You'll also need a tripod or something to set your phone or camera on. If you're using a phone and a tripod, you will also need a phone mount. Then you'll need some kind of backdrop, a sheet, a scene outside, or a wall, or something like that. Another really important thing that is stressed so much on Instagram is lighting. Now, if you have money, unlike me, you can buy a ring light and a diffuser and a reflector and all that fancy stuff. But if you're broke, like me, you can use natural light. Now, there's not a problem with using natural light. As a photographer, I actually prefer using natural light than ring lights and stuff like that, but some people like using artificial light instead. If you're using natural light, the time of day that you shoot is really, really important. You're going to shoot either in the morning or in the evening at that golden hour time. You know, that time of day when everybody's jawlines and cheekbones be popping and that skin be glowing, that is when you want to take your photo. If you're doing the shoot inside, then you need to have a window nearby if you're using the natural light. But if you're doing it outside, then you need to make sure that the time of day is right. Never, and I mean never, shoot in the afternoon. When the sun is right overhead, that's the worst time to take photos because the shadows are going to be terribly harsh. Another important tip is the background of the photo. Are you going to be inside using a wall or a sheet, or are you going to be outside with the scenery? If you're inside, I recommend using a huge sheet or a tablecloth that has been ironed, unless you know how to Photoshop, and then you can just Photoshop the wrinkles out later. A blank sheet is really great to use inside. I especially recommend using just a plain white sheet. It works really well. In the photography class I took last year, we learned about product photography, and a lot of times in products they use just plain white backgrounds. A lot of times it's a sheet, a piece of paper, just something plain and white most of the time. And after all that, you're pretty much ready to start shooting. Just put on an awesome outfit. You're gonna do your makeup and your hair, go ahead and do that, and then get in front of the camera. And if you're taking the photos by yourself, you are going to need a self-timer. If you're using your phone, you probably already have a self-timer on your phone. If you're using a camera, most likely you have a self-timer on the camera as well. And lastly, we have editing. Now, for those of you who don't know much about editing, filters on our phones and on Instagram make it pretty easy for anybody to have a pretty professional looking photo. You just put a filter on real quick and then post it, and it's fine. But if you want to get a little more in-depth and a little more technical things, you can adjust the color, the lighting, the exposure, the vibrance, the saturation, all that interesting stuff. Personally, I use Adobe Photoshop to edit my photos because it's really great. It is an amazing software to use, but it's a little bit expensive. I have friends who use Lightroom. I'm not sure if that works on all devices, but I've heard it's a pretty good software, a pretty good app to use, so I'll go ahead and recommend that one too, even though I've never used it. So plan the shoot, make yourself look real pretty, take the photos, edit them, and then upload them to Instagram, and watch those likes and those followers pour in, sweetie. Now, I do want to say a lot of people Photoshop their photos. They'll use Facetune sometimes to make certain things bigger and certain things smaller, and they'll airbrush their skin to make it perfectly flawless and blemish free. And I admit, occasionally I do use Photoshop to remove blemishes from my face. Also, to remove the dark circles from under my eyes. I do that too. But what I don't do is I do not use Facetune to change the size of my body or anything else. I feel like that is just toxic and not good to do at all. I love the way that I am, the way that I look naturally, so I do not use that and I do not recommend that at all. And that's how to photo shoot like a pro. Okay, so I've filmed 3 times so far, and one of them I'm content with, like it could work, but I know I can do better, so I'm gonna try it one more time. So I'll try it one more time and see if I can do any better. But the riff is killing me at the beginning and at the end. It's like, no matter how many times I've practiced it, it is still really, really hard. So, we'll see how it goes. It's not even that the riff is hard. Just for some reason, my fingers don't want to work. And I've practiced it a million times. I'm about had it with this riff. Alright, so I'm done filming. If you guys could not tell from that video, like, I'm exhausted right now. My voice is exhausted. I am physically just drained. So, yeah. But I think I have a decent video, and if I need to, I'll just, like, splice them all together to form, like, a good video. You know, I usually like to do, like, a full take for covers, but you know, occasionally that doesn't work out, especially when I'm exhausted as I am today. So thank you for watching. This is probably the end of the vlog because I really need to finish editing the vlog. So thank you guys for watching this vlog today. Yeah, bye. I'm so tired.